Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today we're here to talk about Georgie and her CRM connection.
Ooh, yeah, guys. So in episode 17, Home Sweet Home, we got information from Maggie that while in Knoxville, Tennessee, for the both of them, Georgie heard about a city out west that she and the twins went out to, and she hasn't heard from Maggie since. So,
I'm sorry.
The twins?
When you said city in the West, little insight, because I think you cut it from the video.
I cut it from the video,
Oh, my God. I think I've been working really due diligently, and I've had a lot of stress lately. So what did I say to you?
You were like, there's not that many states from Knoxville, Tennessee. I was like, wait, what, dude? Going west? He was thinking the East Coast.
Yeah, I was thinking the East Coast. And I remember you being like, are you serious?
I was like, dude, pull up a map. And then,
so yeah, we literally pulled up a map.
He pulled up a map and he was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. The West Coast.
Anyway, so she talks about a city out west. And, you know, obviously we know that there are a lot of CRM locations. Well, there's how many? 4?
Well, there's 3 that we know of. I mean, you have to keep in mind, we're talking about the Walking Dead universe in known cities, okay?
Yeah.
So we know of Omaha, which is from Knoxville, Tennessee. It's a little northwest. Mm-hmm. We know of Portland, Oregon, which is very west. And then the Civic Republic, which is unknown, but they do have a medical facility in New York, which of course is not west. Their main facility, we still don't know where it is, but we're assuming it's possibly maybe in the Philadelphia area. But there could be many more.
But the focus here is Portland, Oregon.
I would say it's either Omaha or Portland. So yeah, I mean Omaha and Portland are decent sized cities, which are the only cities that we are aware of as far as CRM right now. There could be more, but Omaha and Portland are the 2 that we know of. So, I mean, it's very interesting that she would use the term city out west. You know, did she somehow come across a CRM? But that's the thing, though. If you come across a CRM soldier, they're not going to just talk to you.
No, they're not.
They're not going to say, "Oh yeah, we're from Portland,"
which leads me to believe that this is a city that is one of the cities that CRM found, right? Mm-hmm. That brought in, like. We still don't know what the Four Corners Agreement is.
No, we don't.
But it makes you feel like the Four Corners Agreement was something where CRM discovered you. Now you have an agreement with them to be a part of their civilization.
Yeah.
So and from what we've seen in the world beyond, a city that joins the CRM is not necessarily as ruthless as the CRM is. Like they're more willing to accept people.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder...
It's got to be a city like that.
It's got to be a city like that, and maybe through Georgie's travels and stuff, maybe they've come across people who have left that city, left those CRM areas, and then they're talking to Georgie now like, oh yeah, I came from a place where we had running water, we had electricity, they had helicopters, planes, they had soldiers, and of course that's going to intrigue Georgie because she's out here with her little Keys to the Future book trying to get them to make running water, but she learns of a city... Yeah. Fully functional like it used to be before the apocalypse, she's definitely going to want to go check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it was the campus colony.
No, well, it's close in the same timeline.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
It's probably not campus colony. Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
Well, it's not there anymore. Yeah,
I'm joking.
That's
true.
No, it would be interesting to know like when the where the timeline is to where like we are now in season 10C to when World Beyond is. They're 10 years in, but maybe they're a few months ahead, a few months behind, who knows. But it's very intriguing though. I would imagine it's probably hard for them to communicate, because Maggie says, I haven't heard from her. Well, how would you? Yeah,
it's not like we have cell phone towers here and they can call each other.
Unless they said, okay, well, here's kind of like what they did with Carol and Alexandria. There were drop-off points for letters. Yeah. Maybe there hasn't been a letter, but you'd have to think, depending on how far you're traveling, especially out west, you're not going to be able to get back to that drop-off point in quite a while. Because they're going to be trying to salvage fuel because they're driving in that van and coming with roadblocks and whatever else along the way. But would it be cool for Georgie to have a CRM connection? It could be, but what's the end game for her? Is she wanting to just learn? Because by the time she gets out there, she's going to be captured and they're going to be questioning her.
Is Georgie the key to telling our group that CRM is an evil entity? You know, does Georgie figure out what CRM is doing and maybe go back to our group? Because look, we've long been theorizing, and there's been a lot of people saying that there is going to be a quote unquote Marvel type
crossover,
like a CRM versus a Commonwealth all out war battle.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of
if that's the case, then there has to be at some point, you know, communication to the Commonwealth and our group that there's this bad entity out there, CRM, and they're big.
Right.
I love the theory.
Yeah.
It's almost like a civil war all over again.
Yeah. But I mean, also, is Georgie going to be more intrigued, like, if she hears like they're working on a cure? That's the big thing, you know. But
dude,
CRM's not gonna
let that information out.
Yeah, they're not gonna let that information out unless it's somebody who maybe escaped CRM and knows this information and is trying to hide, but also probably being hunted, and letting her know this information. But I think that maybe Georgie's intrigue is more of, okay, I've heard about a city that is fully functional, electricity, food, water, resources. I want to know what they're doing to see if they can help me help these other communities where I'm from. But I think it's going to run into a lot of danger.
Do you think we'll see Georgie in a crossover in World Beyond? Look, we know there is a group that has escaped CRM.
That could work.
There is a group.
That could work. Yeah.
What's his name?
Will?
Felix's,
Will,
Will's escaped CRM. So could we maybe see Georgie meet with Will?
That could work.
You know, right?
That could work. Yeah. I mean, we only have one season of World Beyond left, of course, but to throw Georgie in there, that could work. That could work. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So maybe, because since our group is going east, maybe Georgie has already gone west, and then she's shipped out to the medical facility and she's working there, and that's where she runs into our group. Of course, she's not going to know these young kids being, you know, they're not associated with Maggie, of course, but at least seeing her, all of us will know, oh my God, that's Georgie. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Is she being held captive for her knowledge? Or she joined CRM saying, okay, I'm done going around to these piddly freaking communities that have failed. I want to be with a group that has risen from the ashes and is now in control.
Not knowing what they are.
Not knowing exactly what they are. She's just there to help with her knowledge that she's learned to provide to CRM, but of course keeping that secret, dark secret away from her, but she thinks everything's cool.
Or the other part of that is we never hear from Georgie again.
I don't like that. I mean, I was very intrigued when we first met Georgie.
You were intrigued because you thought it was Pamela Milton.
We both did. We both thought it was Pamela Milton from the Commonwealth, but to see her in one episode and then she's gone forever, and then we hear her again, just from Maggie, intrigued us more. But even people in The Walking Dead, even the writers, even Angela Kang has mentioned that, they do miss. They are. I wouldn't say sad they didn't do anything, but they did kind of say that we wish we would have done more with her because the actress is
missed
also
opportunity.
Great. Yeah, a big missed opportunity because the actress is great and the story behind Georgie is great, but they haven't dived into it.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that lacks with this universe is that they do that.
I think that obviously Georgie was used as a catalyst to move Lauren Cohan, like move her out of the show.
Makes sense.
That seems to me like it was her primary role.
That makes sense.
But it also spawned off a lot of intrigue from the fan base as to, hey, could you do more with this character? Yes, you used her as a way to get Lauren out, but like Lauren's back. Now, what about Georgie?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Lauren leaving. Let's put a character in there that drives her actual TV character away from the group because personally she's leaving the show. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So, let us know what you think, guys. The possible CM connection it's possible, and we may never see anything, but maybe we'll hear something in World Beyond. Maybe we'll hear something, maybe in season 11. Maybe somehow Georgie communicates back to Maggie and gives her word saying that she's alive and well. She's just with this maybe she says massive community.
She could join our group at the end of season 11.
She could.
I mean, season 11 could be the bringing back of all characters,
culmination of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why people were saying Maybe Fear would come back, but Fear does have another season coming up. But you never know; they could try to end them both around the same time frame. But we'll have to wait and see. Time skip. Oh God, Fear would have to do a massive time skip, dude. They are still about maybe 5 years behind, roughly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let us know what you think, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more with us. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.